The model-based systems engineering training course that I deliver is particularly relevant to anybody that's involved in modern systems and product development. We live in an increasingly complex world, and if we look at the systems that we were working on 5, 10, 15 years ago, the techniques and practices that we employed then that were very successful are simply no longer good enough. They're not rigorous enough to keep pace with the complexity of the real world. We live in an increasingly connected world. We live in increasingly a world where we have to look at a more diverse set of stakeholders, and it's a broader playing field. With this increased complexity, we need sharper tools. We need better and more effective and efficient practices and techniques, and that's where model-based systems engineering comes in. When we apply modelling-based techniques, for example, it increases our understanding of the system. It also helps us to ask questions. It helps us to identify information that's already missing, and crucially, it allows us to take information from different areas and bring it together into a consistent whole that allows us to realise our system successfully. My name is Jon Holt, and I deliver the Model-Based Systems Engineering training course on behalf of the High Tech Institute in Eindhoven in the Netherlands. My background was originally electrical engineering. I've since evolved into systems engineering. I've been teaching in this area for over 25 years. I've been involved in this area for 35 years. I deliver the training courses, but I'm also a consultant in real life as well. So all of the techniques that we talk about, I've applied in reality on real projects. So although the course obviously has a sound theoretical background, it brings with it a high level of experience and pragmatism. I'm also involved in the professional community by INCOSE, the International Council on Systems Engineering, who I've been involved with proactively for the last 12 years or so. And I'm also a professor of systems engineering at Cranfield University in the UK. I'm also the author of 18 books at the moment in the field of model-based systems engineering, so we bring a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge to the field. When I deliver the model-based systems engineering training courses, we do assume a certain level of knowledge. It doesn't need to be a massive amount of experience, but it's what we refer to as an awareness level of knowledge in the field of systems engineering. Anybody that has no knowledge of systems engineering, we do have other training courses to bring you up to this awareness level, such as the Adventures course. In terms of the modelling itself, we assume no prior knowledge whatsoever. We take people right from the foundations and build this up very quickly over the 3 days into a powerful and useful and applicable set of techniques and practices that you can then deploy in your everyday workday job. The training course is spread over 3 days. The first day is focused on bringing people to a baseline level of knowledge. So that's the part of the course where we introduce the concepts, we talk about the different philosophies involved and some of the different techniques at a high level. Days 2 and 3 are all about applying this. It's all about working in small groups and doing a series of exercises to put the techniques and practices we mentioned on day 1 into a real world context. So we choose some examples and then we work in teams and go through those. The examples themselves they're not fully pre-formed. We have the ideas for the examples and it's up to the teams to interpret those in different ways. And that's one of the advantages of the modelling. There's never a single correct solution to any problem. Different people will address the problem in different ways, and modelling is a very good way to express that, to show the differences and to bring them together. So people will be working in small teams, but also very importantly, then presenting back to the other teams each of the small modelling exercises that we do to show them how we improve the communication, how the different ideas work together. Once people have attended our training courses, they will take back a good high-level set of general purpose techniques and practices involving modelling and how they can apply that into their everyday jobs. One thing that we do find is that when people go back, they want to know more, because obviously over 3 days we can give you a good basic level, but it's a very broad area. There's lots of different applications. So what it actually then gives people is a thirst to take this forward and actually learn more about it and apply it into their specific areas. One of the key aspects of the training and one of the ways that we like to deliver the training is we make it as engaging and as interactive as possible. When people attend these courses, be prepared to get involved. be prepared to do the exercises, be prepared to talk to people, other attendees who you probably never met before, and work with them very quickly from day one. A lot of the feedback that we get is about the engagement. We try and make it as interesting as possible and as much fun as possible as well. In terms of the techniques, these are new to most people, but we're able to introduce it in a step-by-step fashion to make it intuitive, to make it a natural learning curve. So the engagement is key, and that's one of the consistent aspects of the feedback that we get back is the engagement, and it's working with other people very quickly and communicating and getting their ideas onto paper and sharing this knowledge. So the engagement is key to everything that we do. We try and make the courses as interesting and as much fun as possible, and the feedback that we get always reflects that. Hopefully some of the things that I've said have rang bells in your head, this makes sense to you. If you're interested in this and you want to know more, please join me in Eindhoven at the High Tech Institute for our 3-day model-based systems engineering course. You'll learn a lot, you'll enjoy it, and hopefully have some good fun stories to take back to your work.